For this video, you will need your Unit 15 SB, a pair of scissors, and some glue. Hello P3, it's Mr. Brown, and today we're going to be completing Worksheet 1 in the Unit 15 SB. But first, let's have a review of what we did last week. When we were looking at different parts of the story, the first part was orientation. Now, the first section in orientation is to find out who is in the story. Can you remember what they're called? That's right, the characters. Who are the characters in the story? The next part of orientation is where is the story? What is this part called? Yes, the setting. Where is the story? So orientation includes the characters, who is in the story, and the setting. When and where is the story? Next, we need to look at what happens in the story. We're looking for the events. What happens in the story? We're looking at what happens in the story, and there's something that we need to fix. There is a problem. And how do we solve problems? We solve them with a resolution. Resolutions can fix the problem. Now we've recapped on what we learned last week, let's start today's activity. The first thing you need to do is turn to page 17. You can see there are 8 story cards, each with a different section of a story on. Now, you need to use your scissors very carefully to cut out the story cards on page 17 and page 19. When you finish cutting out the story cards, you should have 16 story cards in total. You can pause the video now while you're cutting. Okay, now we need to organize the 16 story cards into 4 different stories. We can do that by reading the cards and looking for words or themes that bring them together. I have done the first one for you. Let's read it. Once upon a time, a hungry old man and an old woman lived in a village. They made a gingerbread man. The gingerbread man jumped up and ran away. The old man, the old woman, and the animals chased him. He was too fast. The gingerbread man saw a river. He did not like the water. A hungry fox helped him. They swam across the river. The hungry fox ate the gingerbread man. The fox lived happily ever after. Now, P3, you see how all 4 story cards create a story when you group them together. Now it's your turn. Group the other story cards together correctly to make 4 different stories. Pause the video now and have a go. Now you should have your 4 groups of story cards. Turn to Worksheet 1 on page 14. Here you will see the first 2 stories that we need to put into the correct order. Let's look at the first column, which is for the story, The Gingerbread Man. We'll do this one together. For the first box, we need to find the orientation story card. So that's the card that has the characters and the setting. Let's look for the key words on the story cards. Can you find the characters and the setting? The old man, old woman, and gingerbread man are the characters. They live in a village. This is the setting. Now we've found the orientation story card, it's time to use your glue. Stick the story card under the gingerbread column next to orientation, like this. Okay, next we need to find the events story card. This will tell us what happens in the story. Look, this card tells us the gingerbread man ran away and the old man, old woman, and animals chased him. These are the events. Let's glue that next to events. There we go. Now P3. Can you find a problem? Aha, I see one. The fox is a hungry fox. Let's use our glue to stick that card next to the problem box. There we go. And with every problem, we need to find a resolution. The problem is the fox is hungry. What's the resolution, P3? Can you see it? Of course you can. The fox ate the gingerbread man. This is the resolution. The fox is no longer hungry. There, we have a full story. The orientation, events, problem, and resolution. Now P3, it's your turn to finish the rest of them. Glue your story cards under the correct column next to the correct part of the story on pages 14 and 15. Good luck, and I'll see you later.